Making the most of your Taste the Island experience. This video training series comprises of 4 parts to help you become more digital ready. First is making the most of your Taste the Island experience, then telling your experience a story, bringing your experience to life through social, and getting your message out there. So in this video we're going to talk about making the most of your Taste the Island experience. The first thing to think about is what is really different about your experience. Does it have a unique, strong idea? What's your USP, your unique selling point? It needs to be something that stands out, that's different. Has it been tailored for Taste the Island? We'll give plenty of examples here where you'll see people using logos, coming up with menus that are specifically for Taste the Island. So you need to make it specific to Taste the Island. And are you running any special offer or giving an incentive for the period around Taste the Island? I got this image from the Fáilte Ireland National Experience Development Framework, which is well worth reviewing. And it shows that a memorable experience consists of 4 main parts. First is product, so this is what you are promoting. And just remember that the visitor journey comprises of their experience from the research and booking phase right through to the actual and post-visit experience. Service is about building a connection with your audience by interacting in a positive and hospitable way, and this starts before they even visit. Story is the heart of any experience, and this is not just about the spoken word. Remember the visual stimuli at your experience. And finally, narration. Narration is communication with your customers both pre-visit and when they're at your experience. Your story is the unique experience you have to share. Your narration is how and where you share it. It's well worth going back over your listing on Discover Ireland and reviewing and improving it. Think about the story that describes the experience. We said that the story is the heart of any good experience. So are you really telling this story in that description? Mention how this relates to Taste the Island. For example, if it's Taste of Place, do you have a special menu that's specific to Taste the Island? Give details of where, when, how many people, all the basic details of the specific experience. If you have social proof, add that in. For example, award-winning or a testimonial, or as featured in a specific newspaper that's well known. For example, Irish Independent, Irish Times, etc. Provide great relevant imagery which captures people's interest and attention and helps tell that story. And link to the most relevant page. So you've one option to link to a page on your website, so make sure that's linking to the most relevant page which describes this specific experience. Here's a couple of examples. So Fabulous Food Trails in Dublin City. It talks about how to make a morning in the city an unforgettable experience for locals and visitors alike. We all want an unforgettable experience. They take you to places where the locals go, and walks are peppered with fascinating snippets of information on the city's history and architecture. It's a well-written piece and well worth reviewing this. And there's some great imagery with it as well. Rascals Brewing Company mention it's an award-winning independent craft brewery, which is great. So that's your social proof. And it talks about the Rascal beers are bold, bright, and full of distinct character, part of your story. And again, they have some very good images as well with the listing. Creating the experience on your website. You need to create a seamless user experience, and this is not a seamless user experience. So somebody is on your page on Discover Ireland and it's about picnic in the park. They're brought to this page which is about Gardens of Ireland. They're immediately confused. This is a much better user experience. So when the user is visiting Discover Ireland and are reviewing Picnic in the Park, they click on that link, and instead of going to the home page, which is not about Picnic in the Park, they go to a specific page on the website which is dedicated to giving information about the Picnic in the Park experience. So you can see even the heading at the top is Picnic in the Park. There's an image of having a picnic in the park. There's a Taste the Island logo. Now, so you're making it much easier for a user to find out information on your website. So make sure to have a website address on Picnic in the Park listing for Discover Ireland that takes people directly to the page which is about that experience. Now, what's important to include on your website? Well, outline the experience in detail. Tell the story about the experience. Talk about what they will see, feel, hear, or smell. Talk about the location, where it's on, if there's a specific time it's on or date. Provide really good visuals and add in video. You can't have video on the Discover Ireland page, but you can have it on your own website. Make sure you include social proof so you can show testimonials as featured on specific newspapers, for example, and give people an option to share on social. So if people visit that experience page, allow them to share that out on Facebook and Twitter so other people will hear about the experience. We've mapped out 4 different levels to help you improve conversion and assess what level you're on and hopefully move to the next level. So level 0 is something we would definitely not recommend, where you have nothing about the experience or Taste the Island on your website. For level 1, you may have a Taste the Island image on your homepage, which links off to your experience with a clear call to action, and you will have some important information about your experience such as location, contact details. Level 2 is level 1 plus. You'll probably have a dedicated landing page, so a specific page that highlights the experiences for Taste the Island. So for example, you may have a Taste the Island menu on a dedicated landing page. And then from your homepage and Discover Ireland, you can link directly to that landing page, which gives a much better user experience. And level 3 is level 2 plus. You may have an option for somebody to subscribe so they can put in their email address to be notified about the experience or hear more information about the experience, so you encourage them to come to the experience, or they may have the option to book and pay online. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. So the first is Ice House, and on their homepage you'll see a Taste the Island logo that links off to a specific page which is for the experience related to Taste the Island, which is great. The next is Loch Derg, so this is their page on Discover Ireland. If I click more information, I'm brought to a page which talks about Taste the Island. So the text highlighted here is specific to Taste the Island, with the option to make an inquiry. If I scroll down the page, I see a logo for Taste the Island and contact details on the right hand side. This is the Clarny Park, so they have a specific page about the offer they have for Taste the Island, with a really nice image as well. And imagery and video is really important. On this one, it's a Meet the Makers tour, and you can see the maker is there in the image, which is really good to have. Try to highlight all your experiences as well. So if you have more than one experience, so this is for Airfield Estate, you can see they have Taste the Island logo on the banner, but as you scroll down, there's specific experiences they've outlined of when they're on. So if you've got a range of experiences, highlight that in one place on your website. This is an example of Taste the Island, a game Sunday lunch, so specific to Taste the Island, and you can see there's an option to book online. And over on the right hand side, you see a little pop-up coming up here to subscribe, which is available throughout the website. So that just captures the email address so you can continue to communicate about this specific experience that's going on. And this is the option to book, and you can see it's Taste the Island Autumn Game Sunday Lunch. So it's tailored specific to Taste the Island. On this Busbia Meet the Makers tour experience, they have a logo with some text that's provided by Fáilte Ireland to include as well. And this one is an example of Taste the Place, whereas there's a Taste the Island menu, and you can see on the right hand side is specific to Taste the Island, and they included the logo as well for Taste the Island. Now they were just some examples, so think about what you are doing and how you can improve your listing. When you create a specific page about your experience, there's various ways of optimizing this. We've talked about content a lot already. SEO is search engine optimization, which is just optimizing your content to drive more traffic from Google. And also images and video can be a great way of optimizing your page. So if you want to drive more traffic from Google, there's a couple of basic things you need to do. One of the most important things is the title, which is often referenced as the meta title of your page. In that, you want to include the details of the experience, mention Taste the Island, and also mention the specific location, if you can, within the meta title. And then you have an expanded description, and again mention Taste the Island and details of the experience within this. And that will help drive more traffic. We all know the importance of imagery, really good quality imagery. It's well worth investing in this. Make sure it's really visually appealing. Experiential is all about highlighting the experience, so show people having this experience. Include influencers if possible. If you're having a meet the makers experience, you might include the picture of the maker. And make sure all the pictures are very relevant and targeted at your specific audience. Now use video. Video just captures attention and it's becoming increasingly important. This is an example of Sligo Food Trail, and in here they have a video, and you can see in the video they have a Taste the Island logo as well within the video. So do include video. If you're uploading video to YouTube, there's some basic optimization as well. So you do have an option of a title, and you can see here we have Galway Food Tours Taste the Island. So we've mentioned a tour and Taste the Island. And in here we have a good description here, which again mentions Taste the Island. So include a good title and a good description as well when you upload to YouTube. Okay, just to summarize, number one, make sure to really leverage the Taste the Island brand. It's so important and so beneficial to your business. Include that logo on your homepage, include that logo in your menus, on your dedicated landing pages. Use that brand as much as possible. Make sure you're at least level 1, but strive to achieve level 2 or more. So we outlined the different levels that will help you improve conversions to drive more people to your experiences. So really try to get up to level 2 at least. And make sure to invest in good media. It's really important to invest in good imagery and good video.